So it's Monday, 3rd of July, and I have to say a few things. In Hebrew we say yesh li ma lomar. We have again problems in Jenin. I don't know how your media provider broadcasts the news, but here in the Middle East, we need a really strong army because we are dealing with terrorists, people who just want to kill. My dog comes from a very difficult place. It's a Bedouin village where a lot of people are not safe. There have been children killed in the line of fire between the various chamulot or various tribes there, and the line of fire. Children have been caught and killed. Dogs are abused in horrific ways, and luckily they found her mother with the puppies. I don't know what happened to the mommy, but she was very traumatized. Still has a lot of time bonding and trusting. There are also guard dogs, I have to say. These dogs are bred, or their DNA makes them guard dogs. But I want to get to the point. There's a really wonderful animal rights activist, Tarak, who lives in Ramallah, and I heard it says Ramallah is fine now. You really should know that. I'm sure you don't know it if your media distorts the way I think it does in the Western world. We're not there to kill people. We're just there to protect our population. The Arabs and Jews here live together. Every day I see Arab people on the street. Shiva really likes them. She really doesn't have a problem, not with the language, not with the people. She's treated very fairly here. Here I'm stressing. I have Arab friends that admit that there is a problem in the Muslim world, just as I have to tell you there is a problem in the Orthodox Jewish world regarding dogs. I don't know Christianity, but in Islam and Judaism, dogs are not considered favorably. Animals are not considered favorably. They're just supposed to be food, And I don't want to say anything bad about Islam because I want to say good things as well. And I don't like to say what everybody else is saying because a lot of people are saying bad things about Islam. Let me say first what I don't like about Islam is their way they treat dogs and animals, but to balance it out, Orthodox Judaism does that as well. The problem is there are a lot of Arab people have been indoctrinated against dogs, and they don't even want them near, even if they're not religious. Whereas Israelis, Jewish people, usually don't have a problem with dogs, quite the opposite. Tel Aviv has the most number of dogs per person in the world, just to show you. But I have to say there's a problem with how you treat women, and that Orthodox Judaism has a similar problem with violence. But the tolerance for violence in the Muslim world is just way, way too much. I know it's not our Western world, and, they have a completely different reality, but the way the terrorists took over refugee camps is just really bad. And it's bad for everybody's safety here, Jews and Arabs and animals. So we have to have a really strong army, and I'm really sad about the fact that there has to be so much violence here, that almost every day, there's just another something going on. And, I'm just not a pacifist. I believe that we need a strong army to protect the weak. Not the weak, the ones, that are easily targeted. Children, animals, women. Look at Ukraine, what's going on in Ukraine. We don't want to be like that. Therefore, we have a preventive method, which is called the army. It doesn't look good. It doesn't film well. Of course, it's better to film cute bunnies and things, than to film our army protecting. And I know it's been greatly distorted, but look what's going on in France. Come on, people. Look what's going on in France. How can people just burn down stores and just destroy property of people? It was horrific that a boy was shot. He didn't listen to the police. They did no business shooting him. I don't know the case, but, I'm against police violence for sure, but I don't get it. I don't really get why they have to destroy people's businesses, why they have to disrupt the life in Paris. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Yes, France did horrible things to people. They colonized Algeria and Morocco and I don't know where else. However, there is no excuse for violence. And we are all human beings and we're here for a limited time. Let's try to be nice to each other and to all the animals around us. Peace, light, and love from Shiva Ladiva here in the Middle East, hoping for a peaceful life for all of you. And remember, don't let religion indoctrinate you into violence of any kind, into hate of any kind. Anybody who preaches for hate and says God wants this and this, no. Nobody deserves to die except